I am strong-minded, thinking that all of my actions will lead to demise. Dreams and aspirations that really don't line up with none of your plans. But I make them anyway, like the world's my power play. Futile and crazy, it's really all funny to you. My strength, comfort when my plans all fail. You look down on me and say, I got much better plans for you. Step back and watch your God work. Like the king of the universe, daddy's got it covered. Yeah, daddy's got it covered. Yeah. Infinite God that you are, everything here you created. Sun, moon, and the stars, also the signs of your greatness. Where would I be without you? Won't last seconds without you. So I surrender my all, surrender my all, surrender my all, surrender my all.
Lord, what I woulda do again? Don't know how I woulda face another day. Lord, when I look up on my dark days, fake face friends never stick around, they run away. Cried by myself.
And what you're hearing there and you were seeing actually is part of the lyric video for this new track, Surrender, by Mikhail and Bijon Pay. So we're going to be chatting with those two gentlemen this morning and find out about this new song and how did it happen. So good morning, Mikhail and Bijon.
Hi, good morning, good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning, and we hope your morning is good so far. But before we start up anything else, how have you both been coping with COVID?
It is what it is, you know. I mean, God is the sustainer, so I don't worry myself I don't really worry myself. I pray for all those affected out there, and so far it's not been that bad.
Thankfully, but although we're going through this difficult time and we're all going through it together, some positive things did happen during this time. We've seen people, although physically separated, we've become a little more connected to each other, and we formed community in a different way, such as your collaboration, both of your collaborations. So how exactly did this happen?
I would have liked Mikael to talk on this, but I guess he's having some technical difficulty. Well, he was at the studio recording. I was the recording engineer at that time. And while he was recording, this song just, spoke to me while I was listening. I wasn't initially supposed to be on his song.
Right.
And and then I just told him, bro, I'm hearing something on this, and it just developed into what the product is today.
Definitely.
Bijon,
right, so we're hearing Mikael now.
Yeah, we heard. Mikael, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right,
you guys heard me good, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
tell me something, Mikael. The style of the music, it is it's clearly very hip hop inspired. Is that your usual
yes.
Is that your usual go-to genre?
Well, yes. I should say that contemporary gospel is my sound, and of late, as for my release from last year, I would have delved into the worship realm. I always try to give that sense of that, hey, this guy is a worshiper. Even in the tracks being contemporary, I always try my best to have persons hear that little bit of worship. So last year I would have endeavored in releasing a full-on worship track, but contemporary gospel is my sound. So that hip-hop-ish R&B soul sound, yeah, that's me. I love every bit of it. Yeah, so it was easy for me to say yes. As soon as I heard the beat, it was easy for me to say yeah.
From your experience, do you think it's necessary to add these types of more popular genres of music, so like the melody and the style of it, so that young people will be more connected to the gospel music?
I don't necessarily think that it is required for the younger generation to be drawn to gospel music. However, I will say that yes, it does add to the ministry side of things in terms of reaching persons. I think the biggest thing is, of course, the message. The message in itself from what I have seen, now I don't know about others, but what I have seen, when you go somewhere to perform, a lot of the younger generation, when they hear your songs, it's not necessarily always the beat. Now, yes, that is a positive. So yes, that can work to your advantage. But a lot of times it's, hey, that little bit of, whether it's two lines or two words that caught my attention, and I was like, I need to focus. So for me, it's still about the lyrics,
The
first.
message.
And of course, yes, there is an advantage to, of course, yes, the message, and yes, there is an advantage to, of course, having that melody or that beat be on point.
Right. So I understand that this track is not actually officially released as yet. When is it officially releasing?
It's dropping tomorrow, so it will be available for streaming, for purchase, and whatnot tomorrow. So you guys are getting the exclusive in terms of releasing this official lyric video. I am happy for that. So yeah.
And on which platforms can we access it on?
Platforms that you can access it on, they can get it on iTunes, Apple Music, just everywhere that you stream and listen to music. And the official lyric video drops tomorrow at 12 p.m. on YouTube.
Fantastic. Well, we got it here first, and we want to thank you for
Yes.
that. And just before we go, though, you know, you were speaking earlier on the topic of like the message of the music. What is the main message you wanted to get out with this piece of ministry called Surrender?
Well, I think for Bijan and I, and Bijan could chime in if he'd like before we go to the video, but for Bijan and I, it was a culmination of being very careful of what we write. A lot of times when we write what we write, we ourselves go through it. And that's something that's a scary thing for us as creatives. So a lot of times we write something, and whether it's before that inspired the lyrics or after, yeah, we have to be super careful. So for us, it was a combination of doing so many things on our own at times, and then having to pull back and say, okay, God, you have your way. So I don't know if Bijan wants to chime in and say anything.
Because, I mean, surrender, give your all to God. You know, like the song just basically speaks about what will happen if you don't surrender, and how smoothly things could go if you do surrender. So, in my opinion, I mean, surrendering all to God is the ultimate avenue you could take, you know, and that's what this song really speaks about.
Definitely. And what a fantastic way to end it.
Better.
Can you hear me? All right. So with that, gentlemen, I want to thank you. And again, congratulations on your continued good work. And again, viewers can go to the various streaming platforms to find that music. That is Surrender by Mikhail and by Bijan Pay. I want to thank you for joining us this morning, gentlemen. And this pretty much brings us to the end of the program.
Yeah. And I know what? I think it's a fitting way to end the show, because you're going to just go to the lyric video and enjoy it and free it up. I want to thank you for having me this morning, Gary.
I want to thank you for being here, my friend.
Yeah, and tomorrow, hopefully, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Right?
You never know. But this was fun, so thank you guys so much. Lisa, good morning. We missed you this morning.
Yes, and you know, we want to say our usual tagline, you know, make a difference today. Now, this has been the Now Morning Show. Thank you for watching. Join us again tomorrow at 6.
Lyric
Futile and crazy, it's really a funny day, yo. My strength, comfort when my plans all fail. You look down on me and say, I got much better plans for you. Step back and watch your guy work. Like the king of the universe. Daddy's got it covered. Yeah, daddy's got it covered. Yeah. Infinite God that you are. Everything here you created. Sun, moon, and the stars. Also the signs of your greatness. Where would I be without you? Won't last seconds without you. So I surrender my all, surrender my all, surrender my all, surrender my all.
Lord, what I would I do again? Don't know how I would have faced another day. Lord, when I look up on my dark days, fake face friends never stick around, they run away. Cried by myself, I was was overwhelmed, cause I used my strength. But only when I seek your faces, when all of my rainy days go. But I had to know my place, take control, let me take vacate. Wash all of my darkness, bright like day. I'm just a sinner man saved by grace. As I give it all, victories we winning now. Nothing could ever stop us, we unstoppable. Look how we winning now. Oh,
Infinite God that you are, everything here you created.
oh Lord.
Sun, moon, and the stars, also the signs of your greatness. Where would I be without you? Won't last seconds without you. So I surrender my heart.